Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Oh. Get that out of here.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Hi. How's it going? That's where we're at right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you for being here today. We're talking about Drag Race Thailand. Swati guy. Please forgive me if I'm a little bit off today in terms of everything. A lot has happened, and we are not okay with it, and we're not cool with it, and a lot's on the line for folks. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about Drag Race Thailand, and we're keeping it there. Shout out to everybody out there that's feeling the worst kind of way. It's completely understandable. Trust me, it's already getting crazy in the streets. Lots of threatening actions are happening, and it's getting a little wild out there. So please be safe and keep yourselves together here, because we got a lot ahead of us that's about to hit us at any given moment. So let's get my social medias and get this show started. I'm going to get to the point, if you will, today. So please forgive. I mean, you saw I just started the live, and already, that certain group, I'm telling you, dangerous people. So listen, let's go ahead and get this started. It's at Matty-Rants everywhere except for X, which is at the Matty-Rants. You can find that all in the About section of this channel. Patreon, I did post this reaction for as low as $1 a month. Bookable on Cameo. Merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. Affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. Get a free week of Paramount Plus on me. And enjoy it for the remainder of the month with all kinds of content to take in. Lots of different shows, this, that, and the other. I'm glad you have the money, Cameron. I'm glad you have the money, honey. Some of us are not able. But yes, I got a P.O. box if you want to send me something special. We will be, of course, vetting the mail due to heightened circumstances. Yeah. So I appreciate you for being here today and listening to me talk about this show. Tomorrow, I'll be discussing Drag Race UK. I got to say, it is currently just doing very well this season. Very good storytelling. Very, very good challenges. So tomorrow, if you want to get down with the get down, we'll be talking about Drag Race UK. For those of you who asked me about Drag Race Down Under, surprise, 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 I'll be covering it Saturday. I didn't even want to watch the show, but I said, okay, we're doing it Saturday. So if you've been waiting on a Down Under review and you've been like, Matt, don't give up on it. Come on, it's pretty good. I know it's not Rue over there. It's just Michelle, blah, 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 and it's a whole about a drag race and it's over consumption time. Yeah, well, YouTube's been gross with the algorithm, and I have bills to pay, and I need to do anything and everything possible while I am working on things in the background. So I will be doing that on Saturdays. House of Villains. I need y'all to start watching those videos too. We need to get those views up. We'll be doing every Sunday. They will be edited videos from now on. And of course, we're still doing panels bi-weekly. This week is a panel week. So we are combining Dragula, since we didn't do Dragula this week because of a lot going on Tuesday and Wednesday. Very, very dangerous times we're in right now. Very dark times, if you will. Scary, scary times for a lot of people. But we needed to take the days to process everything that was happening. I am still processing the madness and also recognizing what my country really looks like now, which is sick. Lost a lot of followers in this process, and I've also had to delete and block people as well. It's really bad to see some of the stuff I've read, said, and heard, and all this and that and the other. It's very, very scary. So, we needed the days to process that. So everybody on the panel watches Dragula. So we were like, let's make the panel episode a Dragula review for the first half and then cover the other shows in the second half. So the first hour is going to be Dragula, second hour will be UK and other seasons and other hot topics that we need to discuss. So yeah, that's what we're going to do there. But it will be a full week for me when it comes to videos and recording. If you're asking for a schedule, there will be videos Wednesday through Sunday. I'll be taking Mondays and Tuesdays off to handle my own business, and I'm starting to plan around that. But Wednesdays through Sunday, you'll be seeing me pretty much every day. Wednesday through Sunday. If there's a day off I have to take, there will be a day off, but that will be the new schedule for this channel going forward for the remainder of the year, Wednesday through Sunday. There will be something posted. There'll be something happening. So yeah. All right, everybody. Appreciate you for being here today. And Roika, thank you for moderating. This won't be a long video, baby. I promise you an hour. I am running through this. It is a good show. I will say the microphone is driving me a bit nuts, but I'm still on board with this train. My front runner is now the front runner. So I'm very happy with what's going on with the show. My baby ZP is pulling ahead, but I'm also liking the fact that Frankie Wonga, there's this sort of like, okay, I want to compete with you, sis. It's very two different styles of drag on top of it, which I appreciate. Not going to lie, I am sad for who went home, but I felt I couldn't have taken another episode of, oh, really? I just couldn't do it. And I love that baby, but I was like, yeah, they got to get out the door. I also want to know, what is this drama with Siam, Percy, and everybody else? I am noticing something that has been building up. That's been building up. Dead at like legit. I know I'm not crazy here. That has been building up in the background with the commentary and the way they sort of joke about it. And then next week it feels like it's coming to a head. And I'm like, why do they always come for her? And even with the acting roles and how it was given, I was like, Sam low-key was given a character that would have been you are given nothing, to be honest. You're given the last act to do something. You did kind of well, but I just thought something's not adding up, and I wish there was an Untucked. I thought there was one. There's not one. I kept looking for one. Not one available. I need some context to that a little bit, because it seems so there's no guide to this. I don't understand where this is bad. Why you let I don't like her. And I don't know if she in San Francisco. Is that why? I'm not getting it just yet. So hopefully there will be some sort of explanation next week. Either way, I just want to get that off my chest before we go forward. David G, I'm still shaking. Thank you, Maddie, in reviewing these franchises and keeping us entertained. This is why I wanted to do Down Under now, because after everything that just happened with literally the worst thing that could possibly take place, and a supremacy of all kinds, hoods are now masks are off. They're loud and proud. Honey, it's scary. I was watching some videos today. This Black woman was cornered in Vegas. I was like, oh my God. But like, I said, we're just going to cover everything. We got to keep busy. We got to do stuff. We got to make some noise, and we got to keep on rolling with this, because everybody's going to get hit. Even the people that voted for him. They thought they was all sweet. It's like, no, you're a part of that you don't even know it. You're like, you about to get got too. So it's crazy. Either way, let's move on. Let's keep it on. And yeah, after this, I have to get back to my night, because to be fair, David and others, I'm still upset. I'm still pissed. And you know, I have the same feelings I had in a certain election I voted in, and my person didn't win, and we ended up dealing with 4 years of bullshit. So, like, trust me when I say it's a feeling all over again, but times 2 billion, because I know what's at stake, and it's a lot. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I actually have like a permit class to take with getting said handgun or whatever, because I told myself I got to get protection while we're out here. Okay, great. Sorry, girls. You know, bills. Hurry up and pay this. I know. Trust me, I got a lot going on. I'm trying to go to the grocery store too. Listen, if you want to drop a little bit of love, it is gonna for sure go a long, long way, apparently, especially with how the economy is about to get hit. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. Head to the grocery store tonight if you want to help me get these babies their wet food. It would certainly be appreciated because my God, my children are humongous right now. Help me out with some fancy, what is it, fancy feast? That's what I get the kids. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. Dan to Dan, Jazzy, was my distraction yesterday. I also went to a friends gathering where we all sort of like try to lift our spirits up too. And I saw that movie Don't Move on Netflix with them. I had a good time with that movie. I highly recommend it. I thought it was pretty good. But Dan to Dan, oh, wonderful anime. I was like, oh, what is this? I need more of this. I like this a lot. Yeah, very much. Okay. But yes, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Let's get to the show. Drag Race Thailand is a good time, and I'm enjoying the season. The microphone is driving me a tad bit nuts, and I don't think that's actually their faults right now. I think everybody's just loud, which that could just be the case. But I don't know if they got to work out some equilibrium there or get the equalizer going or something. But they got to do something about it because there are times when I'm watching the show and I can't hear anything, and then all of a sudden it's the I'm like, whoa, and I'm turning it down, I'm turning it up. If you watch my reactions, this is legit. You have seen me do that throughout the reactions where I'm like, okay, baby, okay. However, that doesn't take away from how good the show is. But to me, I'm starting to see some clear front runners right now, and I'm concerned about some of the other castmates. With their bottom powers combined, they did not save the selection. But moving forward here, it's workroom banter, it's light stuff, it's competition is on. ZP is in the room, they've got their first badge. Frankie, I'm coming for you. Now Safira, everybody else catch up because we're showing who's the front runner girls. Be them. I like Spicy Sunshine. I'm gonna be honest with you, do not see you going far. And as no shade, it's not, I'm afraid I can't clock in. I love their like lip sync assassin. I said, girl, they've been giving Milan from season 5 tease this entire time when they've been lip syncing. Season 4. Milan, it's man. Spicy seems like a lovely person. I'm sure. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on with my baby. I would like something to pop off. Ain't got there yet, and I'm waiting on it, but I don't see it in the future forecast because there's some strong contenders here, even with someone who was in the bottom this week. Now, Pan Pan looks gorgeous as usual in this lovely outfit, but they have a mini challenge where they're going to take these slow motion shots representing, and I was looking at the translation. Something about a farmer's wife or some sort of worker in fields of like a woman, and I'm over here trying to figure that out. Like, okay, what are they supposed to be giving? Because everybody sort of has on something that's not actually that at all, or maybe somewhat close to it. And some were off more than others, but the one who ended up winning was Nana Safira, and shout out to them. It's like, okay, but you won recently. Now you about to get the mini challenge too. My God, like someone take it away from baby girl. But her shot was great, and I was living for it, to be honest. I was like, okay, I can see. But the maxi challenge this week is an acting challenge, and because Nana Safira is the one who won the mini challenge, they get to divide or give everyone their roles. Come closer. Come here, everyone. Come here. Come here, everyone. Come here. All right. I like acting challenges. I'm here for it. Do I know everybody's role specifically? Yes and no. I know who they were portraying, but I may not have all the grand details, but I got it through watching the actual performances. I am going to say there were parts that I was like, "Oh my god, wrap this up. Wrap it up. This is a very long conversation. Oh my god, they've been going on for quite some time." And there were other people who were just shining and that were really killing it and taking the scenes up, waking me up, if you will. Certain people were background, others were not. But again, this is the name of the game when it comes to these kind of challenges. But Nana Safira definitely put the people that she liked in the places they wanted to be, and sort of everyone else either needed to play rock, paper, scissors for their roles or possibly ended up just getting whatever they got. But rehearsals weren't bad. However, I did find it funny that Pan Pan was there for the rehearsals, but yet when they were watching the playback, Pangina kept looking at some of the people like, "Girl, what was that?" And I'm like, "Bitch, you were there." I was over here like, "Girl, you were there. You were there." I somehow knew Shotgun was going home, not because they highlighted them in this moment right now, but I don't know, something about the trajectory didn't fall into the top for me, and it was a lot of learning, and she's a young queen, she's 22, right? But I like me some Shotgun. But this conversation with Benzi Diva and, of course, ZP and this over the anatomy of the body and sexuality and how they looked at their positions in the bedroom, and I found the translation to be so interesting because it was like the girl, the boy, this, that, and the other. I'm like, "Ha." A lot of us have moved into different directions with how we view those sort of conversations, where it can be more so like not derived into a gender based thing because of like the fluidity that people have. And then also sometimes people are just discovering what it is to have more outside of just like a sexual attraction, but like say a mental attraction, someone who's very intelligent. Maybe you are attracted to the acts that they do and certain stuff like that, and et cetera. So I don't know. I just found this conversation to be a tad bit interesting, but it was fun to watch them all get dressed and get ready. Pangina looks damn good. They're all lovely people. But I look at everyone else, I'm like, all right, gray, navy, blue. And then you've got Pangina. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Mary and Joseph, Father, hallelujah, amen. This bitch looks good. Good. Good, 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 good. Quite good. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Fabulous. I thought it was amazing. The acting challenge itself. And Marika, I told you this is going to be a short video. I told you. See, this is almost like an edited review with just me going live and still being able to talk and it just being a tad bit longer. I'm trying to tell you, I don't know where our international crowd went here when it comes to Thailand. We had it for Philippines, and of course, love Thailand and love my sister Panjana. So I'm gonna do this review down, but I don't want anybody going, "Matt, I don't know what's happening." Girl, you're not showing up. But also, hopefully, if you're watching this playback, I really do appreciate you. But yes, we're very much going to be able to get to the point today. Let's talk about the acting. Benzie, no. Mm-mm. I wanted her to stop at every moment. And I like Benzie Diva. She's one of my favorites. But I was like, girl, she is so dry. There's nothing happening. There's no upward inflection. There's no transition, there's no statements. I couldn't take it. And then the whole like I'm talking to like what? I just thought it could have been portrayed a lot better. And then, oh, short gun. I I was thinking she was gonna be a little bit more kooky, have a little bit more spice going on. Baby girl was afraid. I watched her do all of her scenes, and it felt like she was so afraid to just go there, and she's just going through the motions. I was for shotgun. I was also shocked that Nana Safira was not giving the way I thought she would have gave. To me, it was just one note the entire time. I like low key hated all three of them together. I'm gonna be real with you, and I was Pangina in this moment, to be honest. Like, what is happening? What's going on? When ZP stepped into the scene, I'm not going to shade Gigi and Spicy right now, but I'm going to be fair and real here and say, yeah, y'all were very much side characters. You did what needed to be done. You wore blonde wigs and you acted like privileged children. Okay, that's it. But ZP stole every single scene until Frankie got in there, and then it was a fight for the mic. But ZP was eating, chewing, spewing, spilling, doing what needed to be done. I was so proud of my front runner. I was like, okay, this is my bitch. And she's doing the Lord's work. She also looks really good too. Everyone's trying to get Daddy's money. Daddy hasn't shown up yet. This scene, I don't even remember. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even remember that scene. I was getting the screenshots going, what was this? It just went on entirely too long, in my opinion. But of course, moving through the scenes here, again, CB, amazing work. Loved it. But Frankie Wonga as Daddy was great. Excellent performance. ZP and Frankie were working very well together. And I thought that Frankie was doing a lot of great ad libs that were actually adding to this equation, if you will. This was Benzie for the majority of the performance for me. Yes, it was just like, girl, she just staring into the air. I don't know what's going on. To be fair, Godland just was one note, and I'm happy that they were safe. The runway was cute. But I thought to myself, this girl ain't. She looks like Jamie Lynn Spears in a funhouse mirror, but I just, to me, and this wig is also atrocious, but I just was like, okay, she's kind of one note. It's not really going nowhere for me. It's all right. The show did what it needed to do. It was a fun play for the most part, but to me, I'm looking at ZP, I'm looking at Frankie. My focus is falling on them. I would say Godlin did play up the physical bits a lot, and with Spicy and Gigi, they didn't really have much to do. It was the other players to me where I'm like, it was the grandmother, it was Benzie's character as the daughter of Daddy to alleged this other woman who they thought was dead, whatever. And of course, Nana Safira as this, maid that just, I was like, girl, they are dragging these scenes. So a couple people were picking it up, others were dragging it down. You can clearly tell who was really doing the Lord's work. But once they find through the family jewels this antidote to, I guess, resurrect the one person they don't like the most on the show, that I feel, you find out that the maid is the one who poisoned her, and it's like, gas, how dare you? It's very soap, very soap drama, all that tease. I will say there was a part I did wake up on, and yes, yeesh. It is what it is, but I thought overall it was a decent acting challenge and I enjoyed it. There were a couple people that were like, "Whoo, girl, I don't know if I can get through it." Thank you for tuning in. It's your boy Matty-Rants. This is the Drag Race Thailand Ep.4 Season 3 review. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. This is a live video, but it's a short live video because I can kind of get to the point here today. If you're watching this in the playback, what's up? I hope you're having a good one. And if you want to throw me a little bit of love my way, PayPal.me for such rants, Cash App Simon Rants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Now, the runway category, which I love. Where is it? I hope they didn't lock my bank account up. Let me see. Okay, no, but I do need to get that updated. Sorry, y'all. Trying to pull this up. Oh, where is it? Hat the way I like it. There we go. Hat the way I like it. I want to say hats the way I like it. That's the way, I like it. That's why I was like, why is it hat the way I like it? Just hats the way, I like it. I need the S. Frankie Wonga is up first. Frankie, I like the hat. I like the top of this. I didn't like when we saw the entire look. This, no. Mm-mm. No. Yes. Now, absolutely, for all of this up here, yes. Down there with the chain mail, chain chop. Chain chop. No for me. But I did like the top of it. I thought it was very fabulous. Gigi Ferocious. I think they sleep on some of your looks, to be honest here. I thought the lily pad hat effect in this look was actually kind of gaggy. I thought it was like legit puss. And I also love that the Princess and the Frog was your reference point. I thought that was fire. Love the glasses. I thought this was sick. I like this. I was like, I'm afraid for my girl JJ because I want her to get more commentary. But yeah, I actually did like this ensemble with the necklace and the earrings with the lily pad head. Yeah, I thought that was hot. It's like, okay, this is cute. Very that girl. Benzi Diva. So we have a feather wig, and she is a top hat. This is clever. I do sort of wish she did her reveal on the runway as a part of the look, but I also think that she knew she was going to be in the bottom regardless, so she wanted to wait until the lip sync to actually give that sort of effect. I still kind of live. I wish the hat was better constructed at the top, but I'm sorry, this was clever. It's like, oh, so it's a hat runway, bitch. Why not be the entire top hat? I like Benzi Diva. Some things I'm like, I'm concerned for our sister, but I like me some Benzi. Yeah, maybe if it was bedazzled a bit more, it would definitely look more awesome blossom, but I did like it. Now, Spicy Sunshine is a persona character. I don't know if it's from 5, 4, or whatever. Either way, I don't like their runway look this week. I don't like the majority of their runway look. I thought the reveal with the hats on, like multiple hats on top, I was like, oh, that's cool. And I got to look at the rest of their outfit and was like, oh, it's not. God, the ankle boots, the skirt to the corset to the top to the stars, the makeup. I was like, oh no. God bless her spirit. Do you like the hell the fuck no? David, you know how I feel about pasties. When they're not right, it just don't look right. But yeah, this is, not for me. Sam Fusri. I have so many questions why I feel like they hate her. I liked this from certain angles. I didn't like it when she was moving. Like I low-key wish she walked very slowly and timidly with this outfit, to be fair, because when she was starting to try to strut, it bounced and looked like it was about to fall apart. I do like elements of this. I also understand it's a cultural reference and also that there were torn between it because it was like this almost feels like you did too much for it and it's not giving what needs to be given. Also, I have a feel, how I feel about these contact lenses. They're supposed to give you superpowers, the Melinda Verga effect, if you will. I have yet to see it strike for Siam. I'm waiting for those contacts to give her a superpower. Maybe it's safety, if you will. But like, see, from this angle, it looks a fool. No shade. It do. Like, I'm like, this looks like it's all kinds of crunch the munch. Here, I like it. I think it looks cool. I think it looks dope. But yeah, I don't know. I like Sam though. I was caught in between my feelings. I was like, girl, I need to find out the cultural reference point this has because the first thing my mind did was go to Black is King. And I said, is Beyonce about to come out and start singing Water? Is this about to be all right? I'm just playing. I'm playing because this hat is fabulous. But I also was like, oh, girl, whose African wedding is she about to go to? No. I said, what Nigerian wedding are we rolling up to? I was like, oh, I'm playing because I know she used certain. I think it was this woven mat that are ties specifically, and it's really cool together. Um, I thought to myself, I said, oh, okay, but I thought this was cute. She's pretty. Uh huh. I'm worried for Godlin through this competition though, because they've been giving her the business low key. Already do. Wait, no. Oh, what's the song? Oh, come on, Matt. Oh, it's on the tip. It's whatever. Come on, Matt. Damn, I can tell you all the visuals for the song, but like I can't give you the title of the song. Oh, that sucks. Whatever. Looking like Bakelin, not Bakelin. Bacon at a Muslim wedding. Listen, inshallah, we will get through this. Okay. Moving forward, I think Godlin looks good though. ZP. Sweetie has a hat, high key fascinator on top of her head. And then we got the hat on the dress also being deconstructed fully throughout the garment. Like, y'all are not hearing me. Like a full big brim hat that looks like it's unraveling on the dress through the bottom of the skirt all the way up to, I was over here like, oh dear, she is my favorite. I'm afraid we're there. I'm afraid I can't move past this any longer. She is my favorite. She is that girl. I live and breathe. Yes, ma'am. Beat for filth. This was so high concept. I was like, oh, this is puss. And she presented it in pageant form too, which made it even better. So she's just slinking, honey. Just and pose. I said, just hit the shoulders, get the bone structure. She is puss. I live and breathe for ZP. I was like, oh, live. Shotgun, this is wonderful until we get to the shoe. This was actually fabulous. Love the face candy, love the headpiece. That boot belongs on a woman who is unsure of her own knee and thigh strength. She's not a baddie. She's not a hottie at all. Okay? She's not a baddie, but nope. She is not sure of that lower register body. Okay, so she needs that ankle boot that she wears all year long. And you know who you are all year long when that is a fall boot. Because you know that boot's not going to fail you, not one day, not any. You got to go to that concert. I know, baby. You got pit seats. You're going to be standing up the whole time. You know how your knees give out. You forgot your protein bar. That heel will save your life. Because even if you fall over, it's the fact that it's one of those heel chunky boots. I know it. Trust me. That sucker go. It's like a tripod comes out almost before you land. Hate that ankle boot on her. But other than that, I thought this was a cool look. Hate it. But I love this. Nani Saphir. And listen, there's no Monique, nothing wrong with a chunky heel now. I always giggle when I see a certain kind of chunky heel that I know is meant for winter. And it's based off of this. And I worked as a shoe salesman for quite some time and also worked in fashion as far as salesman, whether you're talking about the mall and all that kind of shit. Used to date a man who was a private seller. Trust and believe. There are certain chunky heels, especially up that ankle, baby. It is a fall boot, and that's it. It's not meant for the spring, the summer, or the fall. Just the fall. And I hate saying it. But I know it's for comfortability. And I know it's because you want to have that little arch, give you a little something, something. I know what it does for the body, right? I know what it does for the body. That's how I used to sell heels. But it's just, oh, like I just see some outfits and I'm going, oh my God, why did you put that boot with that? Why would you do that? It's actually a nice, cute little outfit. It's a little 1-2, and you put that boot. I'm like, what year? Where are we at? What's going on here? God bless y'all. Because I also know what yeah, trust me, when I was piece of cake and doing all that kind of stuff, the first time I rolled my ankle and it hit, don't wish that pain on nobody. Don't wish that pain on nobody. I'm like, oh, I could have broke something for real, for real. Nana Safira actually had one of the best looks of the night too. They say peacock is isn't it superstitious? That's like bad luck to have on the stage. I don't know, honey. This dress with the way that this hit the bottom. This was so puss. It's the hat. It's this peacock. It's this hat that she takes off where there's another hat that's hair underneath that then turns into a purse. But wait, there's more. There are plumes of peacock feathers sitting in the tail that is now an accessory for a fan, a demure woman, a dainty lady, if you will. I think they were saying it was a very showmanship look in the way Pangina was, enamored by it and like, thank you for the presentation. And you know me, I'm always for presentation. She did a very passionate moment here. That would have been a passionate moment, honey. Like you're doing evening gown and you come out with this and then you take the hat off and you do all of that. Oh, the judges would have ate that up. They'd have ate it up. Like, oh, there's more to this. It's not just a beautiful dress. No, it's a storyteller. And I love that. It's one of my favorite things with drag pageants and seeing pageants in general, when contestants bring something that is a storytelling outfit, not just it's gorgeous, which it's amazing, it's gorgeous, but if they start telling stories with it, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, bring me in. It makes me talk about the outfit more. So I thought that was clever of her. Maybe it was a saving grace. Well, no, actually, the other two in the bottom, yeah, it was there. But yeah, a good runway acting challenge. It was pretty decent. But we got our tops and bottoms, and with the tops, we've got Frankie Wonga, ZP, and that's it. To be honest with you, that is actually it, because they did give Siam some good critiques with the acting part, got her a little bit for the outfit. With Benzie Diva, thought the outfit was clever, could have been more. However, they were hyper focused on the acting challenge being a mess. Shotgun, same thing. Outfit's cool. They hate the shoe. However, acting, no ma'am. And then Nana Safira, it was like, yes, this dress, everything, amazing. However, performance, chop. So I'm like, there was legit only two people this was between, and it was Frankie and ZP. That's how I looked at it. Hey y'all, sorry I'm late. Been in my feels the last few days for obvious reasons, and my laptop went boom on me. No, my ring light is not working at full capacity right now. I'm afraid to even touch it. It has a short in it or something. Sometimes it doesn't read when I plug it in, and I'm like, I do not have it right now to go get me just some brand new ring light. I already need another laptop holder on top of other things I gotta pay. I'm not getting tipped anymore. YouTube not paying me like I used to. Yeah, I feel you, Liam. The stress is stressing. It's stressing. But yeah, that's how I looked at it for the judging. ZP is the winner, deservedly so. Frankie could have taken it, but their runway wasn't doing what I needed it to do. And I thought ZP was tense across the board for all of it. But something about this, don't you forget about me. Don't. Right, Liam, because it doesn't just affect us, it affects the world. Because unfortunately, we are a nation that does have a lot of say and a lot of doing and a lot of influence in international policy. So yes, I understand. But I understand on a ground zero level, if you will. But I was here for ZP Breakfast Club when I was. They survived detention. They had a good time and found out about themselves. Da 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 da. Forget about me. Liked it. Frankie, I'm here for the competition. Let's hope for the next one, babe. But the bottom is Benzie Diva and Shotgun. And I knew Benzie Diva wasn't going home. I knew Benzie Diva wasn't going to go home because they were given a RuPaul song. And it was a bad RuPaul song. Congratulations. Ugh. Ugh. When Benzie got out that hat, though, I was like, oh, yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Even if the outfit top was a little too high on her titty, it was still a wrap. I was like, oh, okay, it's over. Like, that was cute. We're done. Emilio Estevez, David? Really? I shouldn't say that's like out of line because in the 80s I can see it. I mean, he looked to me like, you know, a very small man. So I was like, I don't know about all that, but yeah, I get it. I get it. Trust me. I used to love that movie. I watched it so many times. I was a huge fan of those kind of films back in the day. I watch 16 Candles more, but I don't watch 16 Candles like I used to because it's very racist. It's so fucking racist. It's racist and it has like this actual, can't say it on here for terms of services, but a DR situation, like while the girl is asleep and everything, like wild to think of that now, like wild, baby, wild. So yeah, there are a lot of problems with 16 Candles now, like automobile. I hated how they were like clapping at him. I was like, yo, this is a lot to take in. And they were treating him like a little worker. It was so awful. It was so awful. It was dong. Where is my, and it was just the way automobile, and then the whole automobile. He go, not, I know the whole thing, sure. I mean, again, I've seen the movie 2 billion flipping times, but the 80s were a different time. And mind you, they're trying to go back to that kind of thinking, but go off. Continue. I'm sorry. I have to talk about it. This wig. There is no way. Oh my goodness. Oh, this wig is so butch lesbian. Like, I'm so sorry. And actually, let me not even put my butch lesbians into this. They don't need to be a part of this equation. I just don't. Well, how do I describe? It looks like a kid that just stole some candy from a store and is booking it kind of hair, like a little boy up to like no good kind of wig, right? A badass kid in school, always a parent teacher conference kind of wig, like Janine is really gonna have a tough day at Abbott with this child kind of wig, like Aiden Zane cockeyed contact lids kind of wig. Like, no, dog. Nah, dog. Yeah, it was Benzie for me. And I love me some Shotgun. I wish them well. I wish nothing but the best for that baby because they're nothing but joy and sweetness. And I love their energy and their mind. Some of the looks were just not executed very well, but it is what it is. They got time to grow. But I just love Shotgun. I hate that they had to go like this. I did want more from them, to be honest. But that means that they're so likable. The expectation was high and they can only go up from here. So God bless them. But bitch, we are down to now 8 queens left. Gigi Ferocious, Nana Safira, Spicy Sunshine, Godland, Benze Diva, Cyan Fercy, ZP, Frankie Wonga. We'll see who wins. My money is on ZP. Frankie, Nana Safira right now. I want Gigi to bump up in the rankings, and I love me some Benze Diva, and I hope Benze's not like one of those, well, girls, I had a good time, I'm out. No! Because Benze's a good time. So we shall see. The dolls are dolling this season, right? All right, everybody. That would be my thoughts on this week's episode of Drag Race Thailand. It's an acting challenge of proportions. And I think for what it was worth, I was a little bit bored with acting challenge, with a few exceptions. The runway was where it was at. And sad to see some people go, but glad to see my girl is on the board and running to the front. Tell me what you thought of this week's episode in the comment section down below, as well as make sure you like this video. And if you thought I did somewhat of a decent job today, drop a little tippy poo in my jar. It's paypal.me/MattyRants, cash up MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. I shall see you tomorrow for Drag Race UK's review, the Rusical episode, one of the best Rusicals in my personal opinion. Quite a hard take to see who they would win this week. It was a good time. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Saturday will be Drag Race Down Under. And then, of course, Sunday will be House of Villains edited and the panel. So I'll see you then. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your support. I love you down. Make sure you give yourselves a big hug. And please, I know these are dark, horrible times right now. The worst of the worst could have possibly happened. Monsters have been let out, if you will, and given free range to destroy so much progress. Please take care of yourselves, your mental health, physical health. Do what you got to do to protect yourselves. But babies, we can make it through these next however many years we got to deal with. We have got to get vigilant and be smarter than we were the previous day, because it's about to get dangerous and ugly out here, okay? So I wish you nothing but wealth, success, and health. God bless you all and take care. I love you and I appreciate you, and I will see you for the next video. And Purple Eater, I know it's okay. I'll catch you for the next video. But yeah, love you down.
Listen. Yeah.